World War One general and a World War Two general. You should vote for me. What are your questions? Hi, Ryan Evans. What's
How do you
up?
plan to deal with Patton and his Third Army?
Let's keep things on topic.
Oh my God, that's crazy. All right. What's up? First of all, what's your name? So I don't know it. Mariah. All right. Mariah, what's your question?
If you were if you're elected, what would you look for in a monster?
What would I look for in a mod staff? The thing about a mod staff is there's not like one thing you look for in all your moderators. Like to me, and maybe this breaks from every other mod staff that's ever happened. That's kind of a funny thing because we kind of don't really publicize like how we pick our moderators. The admin just kind of picks them. So to me, you have, okay, 5, 6 moderators or so, and each person kind of has like a reason that you pick them. They have a strength that they bring to your administration, and you want to play to that. You don't want to like say, hey, so you have this great, awesome thing you bring to the table, and I'm just gonna, ignore that. And that's what you want to do for that. Next question. Hi, Lemmy. What's up?
Hey, Sabo. So this is somewhat of a personal question, but it is on my mind.
All right.
Recently, it hasn't been as much of an issue, at least, I guess if you want to call it an issue, but you have had bouts of rage in terms of game mechanics, player attitudes, etc., etc. How do you feel like this is going to affect you as an admin, good or bad?
Piss me off, guys. I'm gonna scream at you real loud. It's gonna be scary. And yeah, let me screech style. But for real, like, I don't know if you guys have ever read like anything I've posted on the forums ever. If you haven't done that, like, click on my name. There's a tab that you can go and you can read everything I've ever posted. You can do that for anyone. And you go back and read some of that stuff. It's pretty nasty. I've had some pretty crappy things to say about Peter and Ryan Evans and let's see, who's the admins before that? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I yelled at him too. I even had like a 2-hour conversation with Ryan Murphy about this last game. Some of the things I didn't like, but I was nice to him and didn't make it public because they responded to some of the things I said. But yeah, so I really, really deeply care about this game. And sometimes, my emotions get the best of me, and it's really easy to feel like on the internet that you don't have to care about like how you say things. So I guess how is that going to affect my administration, good or bad? Well, I'm going to be running the game, so I guess you don't have to worry about me raging at myself. And I really think that, like, as a player, like, you are really, this game, I would like it to be as open as possible. The way you want to play is the way you want to play. And man, if you don't want to come to the missions and you just want to run around with your armband between classes and, holy God, there are zombies and what do I do about it? That's cool. That's all right. And if you want to come to every mission and be hardcore and do everything and be awesome, it's cool, do that. I would like my game to facilitate everyone, and hopefully no one will be unhappy. And if you aren't happy with me, like, just tell me. Like, I'm really, really, really blunt, man. Like, I will tell you exactly how I feel about that. And I want you to do the same to me. So, I hope that answers your question, Lemmy, and if it doesn't, bother me. You were talking to Brian and not listening, weren't you? Dave Perry, what's your question?
All right. We've seen a lot lately as far as like how New Blood is trying to, I guess, run for things like Robert running the selections, so on and so forth. As far as moderators go, you said you were looking for different people. Do you have like a certain number of moderators you're looking for, and if so, like what kind of ratio are you looking for as far as like newer players to veterans and that kind of thing?
So a lot of my leadership experience comes from running a Warcraft 3 clan for an obscure gaming variant for a long, long, long time. And in my capacity running that, I had 5 the equivalent to moderators with me, and I really like that ratio. So if you have like a 2-3 split, I as the admin can say, okay, well, we're kind of split on this, and I'm just going to make a decision. And then, on the other hand, if we have 5 moderators who say, Mr. Admin, you're a freaking idiot. I know I'm probably not very smart. I have some bad ideas sometimes, guys. Can I tell you about that? Like, some of the ideas I have are really stupid. And hopefully I've got 5 moderators who are going to be honest with me and say, Zach, maybe you shouldn't do that. And so to answer your question, Dave, I'm looking at about 5 moderators. And really what I'm hoping to do is, if I'm elected, I'm going to say, hey guys, who wants to be a moderator? And I'm going to look at who applies, and I'm going to see the different kinds of people, and we'll go from there. We need a person who does artistic kind of stuff. We need a person who's got like a head for meta and for how rules and balance things works. We're going to need some like people who can put on a good character. We're going to need all kinds of different people. And so hopefully everybody who wants to do it will throw down what they have to bring to the table, and I'll cobble together something based on that. So, 9 minutes. So, I guess whatever you guys will bring is what I'll work with, and hopefully I can fill in the gaps because I like to think I'm amazing and can do everything. Alicia.
All right. One unique thing you have from I'm not going to say over any of those, it's just one thing you are different from the other candidates in is that you have only seen this game from the player's standpoint. And because of that, I'm wondering, how do you, rephrase this, how are you planning in your game when the balance starts shifting away you don't want it to go? Are you flexible enough to work with that, having seen how other admins do that, or is your game kind of, you have it all written out for the last couple of years, and I guess I'm just wondering, coming from a player and having no mod experience at all, how can I work with that?
Can I be honest with you, Alicia? I have absolutely no idea what this next game is going to look like at all. I don't have anything in my mind. The only thing I really think of when I think, man, what is my game going to look like, is I want to give you guys like a toy, man. Like, there's going to be this fuzzy koosh ball, and you can do some things with it. And if you press this button, like razor blades are going to shoot out of it, and you shouldn't press that button, man. So, like, I'm going to give you guys something cool. Maybe there's a tyrant, maybe there's an NPC who does this or who does that. You got to figure out what to do with that and figure out how to make that work to your advantage. And hopefully you guys can just, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't care what the ratio is like at all. Whatever the players do is what the players do. And as long as we have a game, like, that's all I'm really worried about. And hopefully we don't get to the point that we have to do revives, and hopefully we don't have to get to the point where I have to just be like, hey, humans, just like screw you in every conceivable possible way because we got to get some people killed. Hopefully I can put on a game that's balanced in some way. But like, if the zombies win, well, the zombies played a good game. And if the humans are dominating for 3/4 of the game, well, the humans played a good game this time. It's a game. That's the way that works. Does that answer your question? Is there some part I didn't answer?
Sort of, well, you don't have a game that you've been thinking for 3 years.
Nah, nothing like that at all. Greg, what's up?
Judging upon recent success, have you ever honestly thought about adding a soundtrack or a game?
I currently have one battery-powered boombox that I am absolutely certain, thinking right now, I have 2 mission ideas, Alicia, I lied. And one of them is going to make use of this battery-powered boombox. And man, if we could get more of those, that'd be freaking great, because one of my favorite parts of Ryan and Peter's game, and I was pretty heavily critical of those games. So one thing you guys did right was that music, that was freaking great. We need to have more music battles, I guess. So we're going to run around with those boom boxes and play some mood music. And Lemmy, I'm sorry I ignored you, but to be fair, I answered your question. You talked to Brian. That was very nice. 5 minutes.
The old archives of my games. Asinine you were back then.
Oh, bring it on. I'm ready to answer for every single stupid thing I've ever done. Put it on the forums, guys. Be public. I have nothing.